Yo, what's up? It's the Double J Talk Show here, and I'm here with J Master K here,
What's up?
and I'm JLau, and we're about to give you
Our 2020 review.
year review, as they say it.
Yes, it's not a good one.
Not a good one?
No, it's 2020. Was it 2020 a good year?
I mean, it was for me. I don't know about you.
I mean, it was decent. It had its ups and downs.
Okay, what were your ups and downs then?
Okay, up, I think, would be, we got to do school from home, and,
Yeah.
I graduated high school and got into college.
We basically got like a giant break
And
from high school.
Yes. I mean, actually, I call it high school ended early.
Yeah, because online school, you just pretty much don't really do much. Even with the workload they give you, you don't really do much.
Online school in the springs was like just basically online. It existed.
Yeah.
It was its own tangent. Teachers didn't know what to do. They didn't have time to prepare, so they were like, "All right, here's how we're
Just
gonna
do this because we have to give you work. Doesn't matter if it has to be super educational or whatever.
We just have to give you stuff to do." Exactly. That is to a T what online school is
Pretty much.
in the spring. Now it's like, you have to do. Well, now it's like all synchronous. So you have to log into an actual Zoom call and actually be in class.
That's what I do for Raritan Valley Community College anyway.
That's what I have to do for certain classes at my school.
Okay.
I'm mostly online and in person this year. But yeah,
So what were your downs then?
some downs. Well, other than, senior year going bye-bye in the toilet, missing some of those key senior memories like prom and an in-person graduation.
I mean, I wasn't gonna go to prom anyway, so
I wasn't
really.
I wasn't
a plus
planning
for
on
me.
going either, but still in-person
Yeah.
graduation.
Oh, you know what I did miss though? The high school band was supposed to go to Disney World for the spring trip, and that got canceled because of COVID, because all the amusement parks were shutting down.
Right. Yeah, everything got shut down. So, you know how it is.
Yes.
It was interesting, to say the least.
And all the restaurants closing down.
All the restaurants closing. Literally, the world's closing. That's 2020. Well, before we get into we're going to talk pre-COVID for a second, folks, because I feel like 2020 was more than just the coronavirus.
Yes.
Now it was 10 out of the 12 months of the year.
Let's see. World War III, murder hornets.
World War III, murder hornets, impeachment,
The protests.
protests.
Let's see, what else? There was a lot of deaths in 2022.
Yeah, there was quite a few deaths. There were just quite a few everything.
It's just too much for everyone else, but for me it was good.
Yeah, I find it, very interesting. I found 2020 very interesting. So, but yeah, it was an interesting year.
Yeah, it goes to show that one tiny little speck can ruin everything for us
Can
and
cause
multiply.
150 million people to get it over across the world, and I don't know.
Is it really 150?
I don't know if that number is 100% true. Don't quote me on it, but it's somewhere in the millions, I think. By
Okay.
now, infections, I'd imagine in the millions.
Hospitals are overflowing too.
Hospitalizations. But I will say this. People learn to use technology better.
Yes.
People learned how to, I guess, cope with the virus. People became more healthy. Like, people were washing their hands more.
Yeah. We did develop a vaccine right now.
Now there's a
as
vaccine.
As of recording.
As of recording this, there is a vaccine. Actually, there's multiple vaccines.
Wow, really?
So, yeah. 2020 got a good end to it.
Okay.
The spring, for me, I'm going to go off my experience, then we'll go off your experience.
Go on.
The first part of 2020, January, February, with the wrestling season, because I did film for wrestling, for those of you who don't know,
Okay.
was epic. Like, basically I got to do all the film stuff, and then we made it to the state finals, won the
Nice.
state finals, and then we won the whole state championship, which was incredible.
My school's better.
My school's better. We beat his school in the state finals.
He's lying.
I'm not lying. Look it up on Google. North Hunterdon versus Peaburg 2020.
No, his school actually beat our school
Twice.
twice. Also in football too.
No, we didn't.
No, not in football.
Not in football this year.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Okay.
But yeah, interesting. That the first 2 months I would say were fun, and then the COVID stuff actually started hitting home, and it was like, oh, we might be closing school, and school might be ending, and then we heard the 2 weeks closure was going to happen, and walking out of school that day, I knew I might not be coming back.
I thought it was just gonna blow over in like a month or two. No,
I thought it was
No.
going to be. I thought it was going to be over quicker too, except it didn't. That was not what happened.
yeah,
I thought it would be okay. They're going to close for 2 weeks as a precaution. You know, it'll blow over, and then 2 weeks turn to 3 months,
yeah, and then finally the school closures.
and then finally May 4th. I remember watching that announcement. No more schools in person this year, and I was like,
It's kind of a bittersweet moment because
I know people that literally jumped out of their chairs and were so happy and were like, screw it, like, you know, threw their computers out the window.
I mean, there's a song "School's Out for the Summer." More like "School's Out for the Spring and Summer."
Oh yeah, everyone was like ecstatic. I know people that literally just went down to their beach houses. They didn't even come back to Jersey.
They didn't follow social distancing, mind you.
No, I know people that just didn't care at that point. And then we got the people that were like, "Oh my god, my senior year. I'm never gonna be able to go to prom. I'm never gonna have a graduation." I was like, you know what?
We have those social distancing proms and graduations.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? At this point, I don't care. It's over. Cool. I'm still doing my thing. I still have to work in the summer, so I don't really care. All the teachers that I still talk to and stuff, I still went and said goodbye. I talked to people still.
I mean,
so.
I got over it really quick though.
No, once they announced it, I was sad for about an hour, and then I was like, oh well.
Okay.
Cool. Fortnite.
That's it. Fortnite.
I did play Fortnite a lot this year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, especially during the quarantine period.
I did too.
I think
it's making a little bit of a comeback. I'm not so sure though.
I think 2020 was an interesting year for video games.
Yeah. There is a new game that was coming out today. Or
Among Us came out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That what was that awards show that featured like a lot of video games like R2, Cyberpunk, I think.
I don't remember. What was it?
Like it featured like Keanu Reeves on in Cyberpunk, and it featured Vin Diesel on R2, which I'm excited for R2 because I played the first one with 900 hours in it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. I definitely am excited. But yeah, I think 2020 video game wise is pretty decent. PS5s are out.
Oh yeah, they're sold out. They're sold out in major retailers.
Xbox Series X.
That's also sold out.
Oh yeah. Well, you'd think.
Yeah.
Because now quarantine.
And now eBay is selling them for a higher up market up price.
If I had an extra one and I didn't want it, I would sell it for $1 million.
Yeah.
And you know what the crazy thing is? People would actually pay for that.
I mean, you would surprise how much people want anything in the world.
Oh yeah. They'd pay. Let's just say you pay $2,000, $1,000 for the console, right?
Yeah.
$1 million. That's a $999,000 profit.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
I don't think they would sell for $1 million though.
I would see.
Okay. But here's the thing. I don't want the PS5 or the Xbox Series X right now because there's any new games currently with it right now. I mean, there are, but not too many games.
I know. My mom, literally, she said, if you want and your brother want it for Christmas and can go at 3 a.m. and get one, and this was like about 3 weeks ago when they were thinking about Christmas gifts,
Okay.
you can have one. And I am like, no, absolutely not. She's like, what do you guys want for Christmas? And my brother and I were like, oh, maybe we get a PS5. And my mom was like, all right, you go sit in the line at 3 a.m. and fight people at Walmart for one, and then we'll see how that goes. And then I'll wrap it for you for Christmas.
It's like the midnight releases for video games.
And as much as that was so tempting to do, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, so what was another 2020 moment for you?
Well, a 2020 moment for me. Basically, I just spent this whole entire quarantine just sleeping and eating and doing college.
I did eat a lot. Yep. I was definitely.
Yeah.
I ate a lot more fast food than I thought I could.
I actually ate less than what I did in school because I had the lunch and dinner. Now I'm just eating like a gigantic dinner. because I'm like waking up at like 2 in the afternoon, 1 in the afternoon. So I'm like, okay, dinner's gonna be like my main meal for the rest of for a while at least.
Yeah, for me, it was more or less of a, what's it called? During the school year, I usually, because I worked, I would usually eat a pretty big, decent sized lunch, and I get a snack around 3 or 4,
Okay.
and then that would usually last me through the day. Or
Okay.
so I'd eat. But like during the quarantine stuff, I ate pretty big dinners. I was more I did make breakfast quite. I actually ate breakfast more than I would normally.
I did not eat breakfast at all. Except that one time you guys took me out to the Sky Manor restaurant.
Oh yeah.
That was probably the first time in forever I had breakfast.
Yeah. But during this quarantine, because I wake up, usually I wake up, I'm like, all right, I better wake up, shower, brush my teeth, shave, get dressed, go to school.
Okay.
That was my literal day. Cut all that out.
Yeah. Okay.
It was basically just wake up, put
something non-offensive on at least.
Put something non-offensive on, go to school.
There you go.
And then shower and stuff later.
Yeah.
Even though, honestly, online school in the spring was honestly, we get like assignments at the beginning of the week and through Friday. I would just do it all
Just
on
do it all.
Monday.
Yeah, just do it on Friday.
And then I'd have 4 days off, and I'm like, all right, cool, this works.
Yeah. Why work 4 days when you can only work one day?
Exactly. I know.
I mean, you could do it all on Monday.
I could just do it all. Yeah, if you just do it all on Monday, it's not a bad deal.
Yeah. Mondays are really bad, right?
No one likes a Monday.
There's a song called "I Hate Mondays," and there's like a cool like piano intro.
Okay, so now we've talked about the spring and just some random stuff. Let's talk about getting into graduations. Did you have a graduation?
We had a virtual one and an in-person one.
We had a virtual, and then we had a car parade type thing.
Car parade.
So, my school did something actually kind of funny. We had like a virtual graduation that was going to happen regardless, and then they actually did a car parade where everyone decorated their cars and drove around town, escorted by the police and the fire department and everything.
Okay.
And like
Make sure no one's speeding or getting hurt.
Everyone, like all the people that live in the towns around, like gathered and like started waving and like it was fun. That was a fun day, and that was on the day of graduation.
Okay.
And then, they had us. Our administrators actually drove around to each of our houses to give us our diplomas.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. So they drove around to each of our houses.
They just sent it to us in the mail.
Some people wanted to just get it through the mail, which some people, because they don't want people coming to their houses.
I mean, it's fair.
At some point, there were some people that literally were like, they got the email about it and they were like, school isn't happening. There's no in-person graduation. Mail my diploma. Thank you. Enjoy your life. Yada, yada, yada.
I mean, I think they did just want to get out of there.
They just were like,
want to get out of high school.
They were like, screw this, I'm done.
Yeah.
But no, they came around and delivered our diplomas. So that was actually kind of fun. And then a few parents wanted to have an in-person graduation in August.
Okay.
When they decided to do one. When I was like, why are we doing an in-person graduation now? It's August. They did a survey to see how many people would participate. 426 graduating seniors.
Okay.
32.
32.
In the graduation.
That's
I kid you not.
That's like less than 10%.
Yeah, they still did it. Which I thought was, well, you gotta make everyone happy, I guess.
I guess.
Which I'm happy they did it. I didn't participate in my
half of the people didn't show up for my graduation.
Yeah. I didn't really do the in-person graduation in August because at that point I was more working and getting ready for college.
I mean,
actually, funny story. I actually live streamed that graduation.
Really?
Yeah, I live streamed my own in-person graduation instead of participating in it. Reason being,
you're getting paid.
Bingo.
I'd rather get paid than just sit there for.
Oh yeah, big time.
I mean, if you're gonna be there, you might as well get paid and work, right?
Bingo. That is exactly why.
All right.
But yeah, it was fun. And then other than that, the summer I worked an 8-hour day at my high school. So in IT. So there you go.
There you go.
So those 3 months I wasn't in the school. I actually was in the school in the summer. So it kind of canceled each other out. There you go.
But he's working instead of being there for free.
I'm working and there's no one there.
School's really weird.
When there's no one there.
There's no one there yet. It's like a horror movie.
No, it's not. I've just gotten used to it.
I mean,
You might be different because you haven't gotten used to it, but I've gotten used to it.
because there were movie nights for history class. Because if you go to the movie nights, you get extra credit for history class, and I was doing so good in history, so I needed the extra credit. I passed the class because of the extra credit and the homeworks, so thank God for that. But so the movie nights would end around like 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. And the schools at night, they're really creepy, especially at a really big high school. It's like emptiness wherever you go, and it's just like it's unsettling.
Well, my thing is, I just got used to it because I usually be working at like athletic events and stuff. So
I don't go to the
I've
school
been in
at night.
parts of the building where the lights have been off and like it's creepy and stuff, and I'm like, oh well, cool.
Yeah,
But normally but yeah, I would say it's creepy.
yeah, because it's just like
No,
ooh,
then you just start hearing noises, and then
the
you
cries
run.
of high schoolers.
The cries of
The seniors are like, please, I don't want to be here.
You get that one teacher that like keeps bad children in their closets. Help us, feed us.
And then you got the just people who died in the high school, the ghosts of
the ghost of the Christmas past.
Yeah,
Or the ghosts of people past. Yeah.
do better in school.
Or you'll end up like me. Ooh. Yeah.
Stuck in a locker.
Yeah. What else? But yeah, and then in the summer, did you go to the beach at all this summer?
The last time I went to the beach was sophomore year. Because my dad was working for a patient who would often go to the beach in the summer, and he needed to be there. So the patient's family would take us out to the beach, and
Well, that's fun.
yeah. But sadly, he passed away, so obviously we can't do it. But that's
Yeah.
all right.
But yeah, I definitely. Yeah, but yeah, I went to the beach I think once this summer. I went to Wildwood, which
Wildwood.
yeah,
That's really fun. Wildwood's a really fun
yeah.
place. With
Which it was also was it Wildwood or Ocean City? I think it was Ocean City.
Okay.
Yeah, Ocean City.
Yeah, I went to Ocean City for the beaches that we went to.
Yeah, it was a nice place.
Yeah.
It wasn't too many.
Did you ever-
There were actually a few people, but everyone was like wearing masks and everything.
Yeah. Did you ever go to the beach jams for the scouts?
I think I did once.
Okay.
I did once, and then the following year was the year that was like I was never gonna do it again because the following year I was gonna go, except my sister's birthday party was then,
Okay.
and I remember I think that was the year your first year that you went with tents getting flooded.
With the jamboree?
No, the beach jam.
I don't think the tents got flooded.
One of them, it rained or something, and the tents got all soaking
Wait,
wet.
yes,
and-
I remember that.
Yep. And then I remember my one friend Ethan. He came to the party, to my sister's birthday party, because his brother was invited to the party, and he was dropping off his brother. And I'm like, "Weren't you at beach jam?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, it rained out." And I'm like, "Well, thank goodness I did not go to that."
Yeah. He was wearing plastic bags on the boardwalk, and everyone was like, "Yo, that's genius," because no one was like wearing plastic bags on the beach, and everyone was like, "Yo, that's genius." Honestly, people on the Wildwood boardwalk are actually pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
When it was wet, people offered us some boxes to sit on the benches to not get our butts wet, and we did win a couple of prizes at the cranes, and people gave us free basketball games.
That's good.
Yeah, they're actually really cool people there.
Yeah. Okay, and then we get into the fall. We start college.
I was not.
There wasn't much of a change.
Yeah, but I wasn't excited for it.
You just started college, started classes,
Yeah.
joined the band.
I did join a band and start classes all at the same time.
So you got started, and then I moved.
Yeah.
I moved from home to the middle of Pennsylvania, to Selinsgrove, where I went to Susquehanna. Still do go to Susquehanna. Go Riverhawks.
What's our mascot again? I don't even know what my college's mascot
I think
again.
you guys are the Lions.
Lions are. That's right. We're the Golden Lions. See, mascots don't really matter in my school.
Yeah, because you guys don't have that many sports, I don't think.
Yeah, we don't.
But yeah.
Go Golden Lions. We're better.
But yeah. With my school, then I joined the radio station, started classes, did stuff in person, made a bunch of friends.
Yep.
Lived out on my own. So that was fun.
You were really waiting out to to move out of there.
Yeah, even though I was home like every other weekend, because for various reasons, either I had to go to a training, or I had to go to the doctor, or I had to go do something in New Jersey. So for some reason, I was always back in Jersey for something like every other weekend. Oh, and then we had the COVID quarantine where I was home for 14 days.
Oh, yeah.
Because they quarantined everyone in my dorm because someone tested positive, and they were like, all right, so we're going to hold you all for 14 days. I got tested 3 times before I was out of quarantine. I was like, why the heck am I still in quarantine after the 3 days? So
I think you can still not show symptoms, and then you can still have the virus. So I think that's why.
But that's why they test you.
Yeah.
So I got tested on campus, negative. Okay. I got tested before I came home, negative, and then I got tested after I came home.
The government needs your immunity system. They need to like dissect you and just like take out your immune system.
Yeah, I'll get into my COVID story a little later, but yeah. And then so I was home for that because I did not want to stay in my dorm alone for 14 days. That would not.
That's basically jail with
jail with food,
and you're not treated like crap.
And I'm not treated like crap. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and video games.
Oh, and
lots of video games.
And then officially they moved to all remote instruction on November 11th. At that point, when I got that email, it was I think 10 at night. Okay. I got that email that they were moving to all remote instruction because like 30 something kids tested positive all at once, and they had to quarantine 4 residence halls. At that point, I think I woke up at 6 in the morning and I got that email, and I would say, from the time I got that email to the time I left after classes, 7 hours.
7 hours.
Moved out and headed home for the rest of the semester.
I mean, you might as well beat the traffic.
Oh, yeah. So what happened was they sent the email. I call my parents.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm heading home. And they're like, okay, whatever, no worries. Because, if I'm taking classes online and there's nothing going on campus, why am I there?
Okay. Yeah, I
mean, and there's like 60 kids testing positive for COVID. Like, that's just asking for trouble.
Yeah.
So, I pack my stuff, I come home.
And then that's like less chance to catch the virus if you do. Yeah.
So then I come home. And yeah, and then here I am. And then I finished my classes remotely, did my finals remote, had Thanksgiving, then did my finals remotely, and then here we are.
Christmas has passed.
Christmas has officially passed. Yes, for those of you who have listened to our Christmas episode, check it out if you have not.
Check out all the other episodes.
Oh,
in fact,
all of them. There's 10 of them, excluding this one, that you have to check out if this is your first time listening to the podcast. Go listen to them. They are very good. Those are our 10 episodes or 11 episodes of 2020.
We will start featuring more guests on here in the future.
Oh yeah, 2021 is going to be interesting. Oh, I stole the limelight. We were talking about the school and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Fall. So even though you just said you were basically in college.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's nothing special really. It's nothing too crazy.
And in the winter, basically the same thing. We did more podcast episodes. I am working on training people for video stuff, various things. So.
Oh, I passed all my classes.
Same here.
Nice. Passing classes.
Oh yeah. And I think that brings us back to right now.
Okay.
Tonight we got people coming.
We do.
We're under the limit for the state of New Jersey for attendance capacity.
We all got tested.
And we're all tested. So we're good. We are safe. We are clean. We're going to have fun.
Yes.
So.
A lot of drinks.
Yes.
Not the alcohol.
Non-alcoholic.
Not alcoholic. It's mostly just soda.
Yeah. Mostly.
None of us drink anyway.
Yeah. Mostly Coca-Cola products.
Yeah. None of us drink anyway, so.
Nope.
So that's good.
Yep. And then, yeah, New Year's Eve, it's just my family, and then my parents are
honestly, I think I'm just not going to watch it.
Over.
I'm just not going to watch the ball. Probably.
I might just play video games the whole night.
Okay.
So it might be fun. And then 2021 comes in.
I might just have fun with the family.
Do you have a New Year's resolution?
No, not really.
Neither do I.
It's the same thing over and over again.
Ready to hear my New Year's resolution?
You don't have one.
It's not I don't have one.
Okay.
Don't have another pandemic start.
There we go.
COVID's going to continue into 2021.
There's a new strain of COVID.
For those of you that are listening to this, I think, COVID's going to... On January 1st, 2021 at 12 a.m., everyone that has COVID is going to magically be better and there's going to be no more COVID. I hate to burst that bubble. That is not how viruses work. That is not how pandemics work. That is not how anything in the world
is
works.
very unfair.
It's going to go into 2021. Now, with the vaccine, it's going to slowly,
slowly get better.
So, I would say a quarter of the way through 2021, it'll be better.
It did take 200 years from the smallpox vaccine to fully eradicate.
Yeah, it does. It takes a while. So,
Although smallpox was very common.
Yes.
In like the 1700s.
Yes. Here's the thing. COVID's more infectious, but not as deadly.
Yes.
Smallpox is, and same thing with like Ebola. People say less infectious, like it's less transmittable or less contagious, but more deadly.
Exactly.
Because for like Ebola, you need to touch someone's body fluids that has Ebola. For COVID, you can breathe it in.
Yeah.
So that's why difference. It's like if COVID was like Ebola, where you have to touch someone's body fluids.
It was only like the family members and the doctors and nurses that got the Ebola virus, if I'm correct. Mm-hmm. So that's why
people that lived in the same region.
Yeah. So that's why it was kind of like in that little region.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple here and there cases in the world, but like that's pretty much it for Ebola.
Yeah. All right. So now that we've pretty much hit our 2020 review. That came out actually at 10 a.m. on New Year's Eve. Don't get used to this 10 a.m. stuff on Thursdays. It's not staying.
Yeah.
We're going back to Saturday at 8. We have a new episode coming Saturday at 8. I'm not going to preview that the first episode of 2021, it'll be interesting. We haven't decided what exactly it's going to look like because we're going to be recording it probably that Friday since it's going to be in 2021. So...
Oh, my package arrives on January 1st, 2021.
So you'll have a package in the new year.
Exactly. So I'm getting car LED lights for the interior because I have a car and I might as well just keep that car for the rest of my life until it breaks down.
Yeah, it's the until it breaks down part. That's why. I need to get new wiper blades.
I might as well just use it and just like make it look nice.
I need to get new wiper blades at some point.
Oh, yeah? I need new tires.
I already get new I did tires already. I did tires and brakes already, and then I gotta do wipers and oil change before I go back to college on January 25th.
I have a New Year's resolution. Clean my room, clean my car, and make my car look nice. That's my New Year's resolution.
It's a good New Year's resolution. I just vacuumed my car the other day. It's
actually for Christmas. It's back here, but I just got a new vacuum for Christmas.
I'm just gonna put the mic there just so we can talk.
There you go. See, new vacuum. It plugs into your car, and it has like the where is it? Plugs right into the car outlet here.
For those that aren't watching on YouTube, you have no idea he just showed us a car vacuum. Use your imagination.
Yeah, it's like one of those like personal hand vacuums you use.
All right. Well, I guess that wraps it about up. Keep listening to the podcast.
Keep listening.
We got some fun. We got some more fun on the way. 2021's coming. We got a few more episodes we'll be in person. I think we got
before he leaves for college.
Before I go back to college, and I'll be back to the Zoom episodes, which then occasionally they'll be in person because I'll be back in Jersey every once in a while. And then in the summer, we'll be back fully in person with some amazing episodes too. So
be sure to keep listening and share with others.
Oh yes, share the podcast, share it with others. Help us get our goal. Keep listening at the Double J Talk Show.
We have reached 250 listeners.
Yes, we need to keep growing. We are doing extremely good. I am proud of us. 11 episodes, and we've made it to 250 people. That is impressive. Now, keep listening on all the platforms. We got Spotify, Anchor, Breaker, Radio Public, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Amazon Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Listen Notes, Audible, all those platforms.
Pretty much anywhere you can get a podcast. Oh, and make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah, if you're not listening to us on YouTube, go for it, because we do have a YouTube channel and we are recording video podcasts, so you can see us talking.
You can do all these like movements.
You can see us do these hand movements, us just talking, I guess is the correct term.
And you guys can see my room, which needs Recleaning.
Yes, last week we were in my room. Today we're in his room.
Got the Jazzmobile here.
Oh yeah. The next episode will be somewhere.
Somewhere.
Somewhere different, maybe. Maybe.
Most likely your house, though.
My house.
Your room.
Your room. Maybe we'll do it again here. Who knows?
Who knows?
That's why you gotta keep watching. There you go.
You gotta keep up with us.
Yep. So, thank you guys for listening. Have a great New Year's Eve. Stay safe. Mask up. Don't go to huge...
Oh, email us for any topics or any sponsors.
Yes. Do send us any sponsors or podcasts through
DM us on Instagram or comment on YouTube.
Instagram, YouTube, DM us on Twitter, Facebook, any of those. Or if you know us personally, just send us a
Ask us to be featured on here.
Exactly. We got more guests, more stuff coming, so keep listening. Have a safe 2021. Have a happy New Year's Eve. JLau, do you have anything else to say?
Stay tuned for the next episode. That's all I can say for you.
And have a happy 2021 and a happy New Year's. We will see you all next time.